Hi, I'm Rachel Walla with Ally Safety, and in today's video, we're going to talk about 8 easy ways to prevent heat illnesses this summer. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 1. Know the signs and symptoms. Heat illnesses start with heat exhaustion. Imagine you're working in the sun or in a hot environment and you feel hot and tired. Maybe you have a headache and a little nausea, some light muscle cramps, and even some dizziness. This is heat exhaustion, and if you get some shade, cool down, and rehydrate, you can still turn it around. But let's say you don't. You keep working because you're 2 hours away from leaving for that camping trip over the weekend, and you just want to get the job done. So your symptoms advance as you work to heat stroke. At this point, your body temperature raises past 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Your skin gets red, hot, and dry. Your pulse is rapid. Eventually, you stop sweating. It's awful. And then the heat illness can progress to attacking multiple organ systems, resulting in death. See what I mean? It's not a pretty way to go, and there's no glory in it, so let's prevent it. Number 2, water, rest, and shade. Most guidance says to drink 4 8-ounce cups of water each hour in hot weather. I know what you're thinking. I don't drink that much water in a day, let alone in an hour. And I am right there with you. But I challenge you to try it just this once because it will make you feel so much better, you will be shocked by it. Number 3, rest in the shade. Have you ever been at work on a hot day and noticed you get like half as much done as normal? That's because the heat slows us down. It's natural. Our bodies take it easy in the heat, so give yourself periodic breaks to cool off. Number 4, know if you're at risk. People at the greatest risk for heat-related illnesses are children under 4, adults over 65, those who are overweight or have pre-existing medical conditions like diabetes and heart disease. Also, some medications can increase your risk. Number 5, shift your shifts. What I mean by that is start earlier if at all possible. This is awesome for 2 reasons. 1, you get off work earlier, and 2, you feel better when you get off because you haven't been working as much in the heat of the day. It's really a win-win. Number 6, recuperate and rehydrate when you're off work. Now, I know a beer after work is so satisfying at the end of a long day. The thing about alcohol is that it dehydrates. So if you're going to drink, you need to be smart about it. Drink less than you normally would and hydrate as much as possible before the next day. Being dehydrated or worse, hungover, is going to really increase your risk. Also, who wants to be hungover on a hot day? That sounds terrible. Now, that being said, we also need to talk about the other culprit in the room, and that is caffeine. Now, I know coffee is indispensable, amazing, delicious, the reason some of us get up in the morning, but it also dehydrates. Try to supplement the caffeine with something that will actually hydrate you. The last part in this hydration section is replenishing your electrolytes. Electrolytes are good salts that you lose when you sweat. The symptoms of low electrolytes are actually similar to those of heat exhaustion, like fatigue, headache, nausea, blood pressure changes, and low energy. Number 7, wear light colors, sunscreen, and hats. Natural fibers like cotton and linen are going to be more cooling than most synthetic fabrics. My own favorite trick for hot days is to wear cooler shoes. Consider if you usually wear a heavy style boot to work, getting a summer pair that's lighter and more vented. It will honestly make your day a ton better. Use an SPF 30 or higher with UVA and UVB protection. One important thing to note is that sunscreen degrades over time, and also when it's stored at high temperatures. And by high, we're talking anything over 77 degrees, and I'm not even joking. So don't use last year's sunscreen, and if your sunscreen has been in the sun or in your car for a long time, get a new bottle. Also, look for 99% UVA, UVB protection in your safety glasses as well. And lastly, wear a full brim hard hat or full brim hat because wearing your shade is awesome. Number 8, acclimatize. You need to give yourself about 7 to 14 days to get used to a new climate. For new workers, the schedule should be no more than 20% exposure on the first day, with an increase of no more than 20% on each additional day. If you're more experienced and used to the climate, the acclimatization should start with 50% of the normal workload on the first day, 60% on the second, 80% on day 3, and increasing to a full 100% on day 4. If you go on vacation, as most of us do during the summer, you can usually re-acclimatize to work in 2 to 3 days after returning, but remember not to expect to jump right back in at full capacity. Okay, those are 8 easy ways to prevent heat illnesses this summer. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you guys later.